If you never want to overcook a chicken breast or a steak again, I've got you. But it's going to require some equipment. This is my sous vide immersion cooker. Sous vide cooking is a method where you vacuum seal food, meat usually, and you submerge it in water, and the water circulates at a consistent temperature until the meat is cooked consistently all the way through. Now, the beauty about this method is you cook it on a low heat for a long time, and usually a chicken breast is done within an hour and a half, but you can leave it in the water up to 3 or 4 hours without it significantly changing the meat. It does not brown the meat though. So what you have to do to get a nice crispy skin on the outside of it is to sous vide first and then brown it afterwards. Now, just a note on the temperature. A chicken breast you'll cook at in a sous vide between 140 and 150 degrees Fahrenheit, which is below the recommended temperature for safety of chicken, but that's because when you normally cook chicken in the oven or on the stovetop, you cook it like 10 to 20 minutes tops. If you cook it in a sous vide for an hour to an hour and a half, between 140 and 150 degrees, the bacteria will get killed in that amount of time. You're essentially pasteurizing the chicken. You don't need a fancy bag. They do sell special sous vide bags, but you can just take a Ziploc bag and dip it into the water to push all of the air out. Put it almost all the way in the water until the air is pushed out, and then just close it, the rest of it, with your hands. And that will give you enough of a vacuum seal for your typical meat dish. Then when the water reaches temperature, just put the bag in and clip it on the side of the pot with something to make sure that it stays submerged the whole time. It'll come out looking like this. And then I took my chicken thighs, these are thighs, I deboned them and I fried them in oil to get them nice and crispy. And look at how tender and juicy and delicious these are.